Hey guys, it's Becky. If you're new here, then welcome, and if you're already a subscriber, thanks for coming back. I'm a little bit late to the game on this one because it's the 17th of July, but I'm going to do my mid-year planner lineup video, what I'm planning on using for the rest of 2023. I have been very vocal in the fact that I wanted to bring in more planners to see, you know, to try all the planners out. Now, the problem with that is you're going to get repetitiveness, and I don't necessarily like repetitiveness, but some things I have to repeat because I'm trying out different things in different planners. So I'm moving all of this stuff into other planners. You'll understand as I go along. So at the end of the year, I'll know which planners I want to reorder and keep and which ones I don't like. And the only way to do that is to use them to their functional functionality. One thing you won't see in this lineup is the functional Hobonichi cousin that I bought. I can't fit it in. It's not working. I don't like it. But I am going to be selling this. I'm going to be selling it completely set up how it is. So I'll just quickly flick through this, because if you want to purchase this, then it's first come, first served, really. I can't do it any other way. If you want to purchase this, then you have to be quick. Email me. First email I get, I will go with that one. It's international as well, and I'll try and do the cheapest shipping that I can possible. So it's got a Midori cover on. It has got a few marks on. I think that is underneath the cover, to be honest. It's got a Coffee Monster Co journaling card. My character flaw is buying iced coffee to get to help me get work done and not end up getting any work done. These things you can take out and you can repurpose how you want. It's got a piece of Coffee Monster Co vellum here, a little bow, it's got some stars, Coffee Monster Co sticker. If you can dream it, you can do it. Then on the next page, it's just got these stickers. You can, I'm fully aware that not everyone's got a dog, or that not everyone likes serial killers, but you can undo them if you've got undo, or put a sticker over them or whatever. Then we've got this page which you can stick whatever you want on, and then we go on to the yearly overview. I've used the Coffee Monster Co stickers for 2022 and 2023, and then I've just covered 2024 and put some star acetate in it. Haven't touched these. I did write on the first three, but I've whited them out, and then we move on. I am going to include the monthly, the weekly, and am I going to include those? No, I think for shipping I won't include those. But then we've got this piece of acetate which takes us into the months. Now I have used June and July, so I think I can either stick them together, which I think is the best option. Well, then again, I don't know with that page. Yeah, I can either stick them together or cut them out. And then I haven't used any of that. And then we'll go into the weekly. Again, I've used 2 weeks. So again, I can either stick them together or cut them out. And then we go to the dailies. And I have used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages in the dailies, which goes up to, so you've got from the 9th onwards in July, and then nothing on the rest of the pages, apart from I have stickered up the whole of July with these little coffee stickers, date stickers, which again you can reuse. You get in all of these affirmations from the Coffee Monster Co, some sticky notes. Haven't touched the back here. None of these pages. Got a bit of vellum there, which is lovely. I did start using the My 100, but I've used white out to white those out, and then the rest is blank. So yeah, if you want to purchase this setup planner, good to go, then it's £30 if you're in the UK, and the equivalent of £30 for whatever country you're in, plus shipping. So if you're in America, I think it's well, it's $39.28, so I'd just do $39, and then you'll pay for the shipping that you want. Yeah, I think that's a really good price, to be fair, considering it's all tabbed up. It's got loads of Coffee Monster Co stuff in, loads of vellums. I think that, yeah, that's a really good price. So if you do want that, my email is down below. It's beckymowbray@hotmail.com. Email me, and you will be the first first email I get is the first person that this will go to. So great, now that's out the way, let's get on to my planner lineup. So these three, nothing new here. You know how these work. The two that I am adding in is the Take a Note Planner A5 and the Paper Test Designs Weekly Notebook. So what do I want to do first? So we'll go into the cousin because nothing's changing there. The Hobonichi cousin, I absolutely love it. I am definitely going to finish this book. I can't not finish this book. The only pages that I haven't really used are these. My monthlies are for highlights of the day. My weeklies, I do weekly memory plans with me using Hobonichi cousin kits, and in the dailies I journal. So that's easy, that's staying. Although I'm a little bit behind on that. That is staying exactly how it is. It's working, I don't want to change it. Another one that's staying exactly how it is the Hobonichi weeks. This is working for me. This is 100% worth it, like working for me. What did I say I was gonna take out of here? Yeah, I'm taking the meal plan out of here. That's the one thing that I'm doing. So on the left hand side I rate my day. I am behind in doing this, I need to fill it in. And then on the right hand side I write, you know, just a brief description of what happened that day. Like if it's a really low mood, I want to write why it's a really low mood. I've got my mental health tracker, which is my mood, my sleep, my anxiety, and then I've got my mental health goals, which are at the bottom. So they're just mental health related goals. So that is staying exactly the same. You will see plan with me's on this. Yeah, this exactly the same. So this is where the crunch comes in, guys. If I'm not gonna lie, I've sat for 2 days with these two planners trying to fit them in to my system. And could I figure it out? No. Well, kind of, I have. So I did my normal method of how I work out planners and what's going where. You've seen lots of videos of me do this. This is like me doing the 2024 lineup. I plan things out. So I went back to my things to plan in 2024, which you've seen on a previous video. But what I did is I wrote my planners down here. So the cousin of the weeks, the paper test design weekly, the take a note, and the nostalgia. And I just highlighted what can go where. The problem that I came into is I don't need this. I don't need the nostalgia if I'm going to incorporate these two planners into my lineup. The problem with that is the nostalgia is the only planner where I use standard kits, and I can't let that go. I can't let that go. I've realised I can't let that go. So this is where the repetitiveness is going to come in. So this planner is going to stay exactly the same as it is, and I'm going to fill it. I'm going to go to the end of the year with it because I absolutely love it. I love doing the plan with me's. I love doing the monthly resets, everything. So this is going to stay exactly the same. The repetitiveness you will see in a minute. So my problem was I realised that I didn't have a functional planner, and that's what I was trying to make this somewhere where I could forward plan and things like that. The issue I ran into with this, and I ran into it when I did it before, is, I mean, I had some amazing ideas on how to do this. Absolutely amazing. I can't remember her name. Scribbles. Oh, what is it? Let me just go to my comments. Oh, I don't know, let me find it. I found her. She is Just Scribble on YouTube. If you haven't heard of her, she does loads and loads of reviews on different planners. She does quite a lot of reviews. She does giveaways, everything like that. So go and check her out because, yeah, she gives me some really, really good advice. And if she's giving me good advice, then it'll be good advice for everyone. That sounded really vain. I didn't mean that to sound vain, or if that's the right word. Anyway, yeah, I wasn't good at forward planning. I spoke to you in a different video about it. Was I supposed to go ahead and say, right, I want to do this, this, and this on these days? That doesn't really work for me because I'm not that type of planner, and because of like mental health and other things, I do what I want to do on the day. So I just needed a running to-do list basically, and I did try and put it in my weeks before, but I want my weeks to be purely mental health. That's what that's for. I want my cousin to be purely memories and journaling. That's what that's for. So I needed to find a reason to use these two planners. So firstly, we'll go into the weekly notebook. This, guys, is absolutely gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I was so lucky. I asked on one of my videos if any of my subscribers had one that they weren't using, and someone did, and they sent it to me, and I am so grateful. When I say, look, I can't describe how this feels. It feels like, if I say waxy, it's going to feel gross. It's going to sound gross, but it's not. It's the most beautiful feeling planner I've ever had, and it's the weekly notebook 2023. I think there was a mistake, as in I don't think the edges were meant to be rose gold and that was meant to be gold. I think it was meant to be the other way around. It doesn't bother me at all. I have tabbed her up. I've used the tabs that came in a Planner Spot subscription, but have used the appointed shop tabs on this one. But this one, let's go into this one. So you open it up, it's a blank space, and then you've got this notebook belongs to, and then you have a yearly overview. I like to highlight the children's school holidays in here. Like, you'd be surprised how many times I use this to find out when they're on their holidays and stuff. We do have a indexy kind of page. Not really sure how I'm going to use this. Possibly as an index, because I am planning on using the back pages. And then this monthly calendar is going to be like the functional forward plan monthly calendar. I did use this as a functional forward plan calendar, but then I was like, what's the point in that? Because nothing else functional is going in here. So I think I'm just going to change this up and just put, like, when I weigh myself, when I measure myself, any major goals, like milestone that I hit or anything like that. Just try and make this a bit more goal orientated if I can. So I'm going to watch some videos on that and then use this, try and use this like mental health goals, medications, when they change, the doses, things like that. So I've got a quick view of that. So I decided to put my functional like stuff in this one. Now, one thing I did love about this was the size of the monthlies. I loved this. I loved having some like monthly to-dos, my goals for the month, some to-buys, and coming in and not just writing appointments, but I put my videos in here, and I came in after the fact if something happened and wrote that in there. So I loved the functionality of this. So that, I know I'm flipping a bit, is now going to go in here. Now I know that this calendar is not as big as that one, but you do get like big chunks down the side, which we'll get to. So the basic functional things, kids clubs, appointments, events, will go in here. Like that's all that will go in the monthly section of here. So once you've done a monthly section, you then get to a weekly section, which I will show you a blank of. So by the way, this is exactly the same size as the weeks. It's just chunkier, but it fits in a week's cover absolutely fine. So at the top here you've got, so that says November, December. Let's just flick to the next one. So this is saying that we're in December. You've got a calendar which is highlighted, and you've got a box here to do with as you wish. You've got your Monday through Sunday, same as like the week style, and then you've got another section there. You can ignore the lines or whatever, and then you've got this really unique, this is what drew me to it. This can be used in so many ways. I'm using it as like a goals tracker when I'm achieving my goals and things. You can use this. It goes 7 to 10. So 7 in the morning till 10 at night, or 7 at night till 10 in the morning. I've seen people track their sleep in here. You could go over these dots and do a mental health tracker like I do in my weeks, which I'll probably have a go at trying like once or twice maybe. Then you get these little sections down here. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These two have 8, and then you have space to put a little header in. These two have 7, so perfect for weekly trackers, and then they have a little space for you to write in, and then you get in this little box down here as well. So that is a weekly. What I did initially is I used some clear sticky notes, and I just wrote down, you know, what do I want to put in here. This is where the difficulty comes in, because my reoccurring tasks are probably going to end up in here, in my Take a Note and obviously in my Stackry. My Stackry is a completely different way of planning. The only reason I'm not getting rid of my Stackry, or I can't, is because it's the only planner I use standard size kits in, and I've got loads of standard size kits and I love setting it up. I love that aspect of planning. But the rest of me is very functional and is leaning more towards, you know, more like classic journaling kind of spreads rather than, I mean, I'll give you a quick view, like things like this rather than a full-on spread. So yeah, this is what I want to do, and I have done, where is it? Oh, here. So I went back a couple of weeks and I just wanted to see, you know, what it would look like pen to paper. I am going to decorate this as well, but so I've put my reoccurring tasks down the side here, and I'm just doing a massive running to-do list. Then once I know, like once I sit down to plan my days, I will take the things from this to-do list and I will put them inside the Take a Note planner, so I know what I need to do on each day. I've got a waiting on section, so these are things that I'm waiting to be delivered. I've got an errands, because I've got a few errands to do this week. I've got a meal plan, and I've got a YouTube schedule here of what I want to go up where. So that will be how I'm using this. So I will take the information from here. We're just going to ignore this for now. This is going to stay the same, all the same videos on this. So yes, it's repeating, but I'm repeating it and I'm fine with that, just because, you know, I like stickering, I like playing, I like to do this, and I like to do all my monthly resets and everything. But everything that's in here is going in these two planners, but so there will be some repetitiveness. So yeah, I will have, so basically I have these two like on a daily basis, which is fine with me. Right, so the Take a Note planner, this is also gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Look at that, they've left the binding, and I don't know why, but I absolutely love that you can see all the little booklets inside. It's got a really, really sturdy cover. You open it up and it's this gorgeous like green inside, and then you open it up again and you've got this page that always flicks to that page, and then we have our yearly overview, which is this big, and then you've got a little from September to December of 2022, and then January to April of 2024. You've also got this little tracking page. You could use this, like, you could use this as a period tracker and highlight the days you're on your period. You could track just two major things that you want to track. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with this page, because all my tracking goes in my weeks, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to use that for, but that's like doesn't bother me, because, you know, I don't have uses for these pages in a lot of my planners. I've done videos on how you can use like vertical layouts of these. Again, this can be used, it's not really an index kind of planner, because it's got no daily pages, but if something happens in a specific week, I can come in and index it here, so I can get quick access of it. And then we go into the monthlies. Where's my monthly with the thing? Right, we go into the monthlies here. So this is unique in its own way. The calendar is in the middle, and this is the calendar aspect. So you've got this at the top, you've got this section here, which if I just use a washi card, you can see how much of this section you have here, and then you have the blank space at the bottom as well. I really like how they've like done this. So this is either going to be the functional way that I do this. I haven't quite decided yet, because I'm still using this. I'm still going to do my YouTube planning in this, but the functional way that I did here, I think I could do in there. But I could also do my YouTube. I could plan my YouTube in here. So down the side each month, I can do my YouTube ideas and notes. I don't write that many notes. I can do my YouTube planning like exactly like I do in here. But as you can see, I don't need a massive calendar to be able to do that. So I think I will treat this, while I'm still using this, as like an overarching functional that I can fit more in. But yeah, I do plan, if I stick with this, to use this as like a YouTube planner. So once you've done all of the monthlies, it's got a really unique layout. So you start and you have the first, and you have a little calendar. Then you have this section here, which is your weekly overview. So I had to get the Taiwanese version because the English and everything had sold out. They also do this in an A6, which I'm really interested for, but I got it in the A5. So you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, up to there, and then you have a week on 1, 2, 3, 4 pages. So all of this here is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So what I did as a little pre-plan is I folded this over so that you can always see here. So my idea is I've put reoccurring tasks and appointments or daily highlight, but like I said, my idea is to take tasks from here and to put them into the days of the week. If I've got enough room, I'll write a little daily highlight. If not, I'm going to have to like reevaluate where my daily highlight is going to go. At the minute, it's still going to be covered in here, so I can still take that information to plan into my cousin. But I just want to see this on a more functional level. And what I've decided to do in here is to rapid log. Literally, rapid log everything from when I wake up till I go to sleep. Like literally, I did it yesterday as like I stopped at 8 stew, but I know there was only a few more things that I did. I've very like delicately decorated this style I absolutely love. So the rapid login is for the daily pages. If I've got room at the bottom like I did there, if I've got any like personal journaling to do, or if you remember in my functional cousin I had these like journaling prompts, so I'm still going to keep these, and these will be like my personal journaling. And what I can do is it doesn't have to be on that day specific. I can go and fill in back fill in, so it's got like journaling and rapid login, so literally everything will be in this one, in that kind of aspect. I just think it's so pretty, it's gorgeous. I tried to put down a standard size kit in here. I mean, I stopped when I got to here because I just didn't like the way it looked. I was like, it's not going to work. You can't, like, there's no pages, blank pages. There's a couple at the back, but nothing to write home about. I didn't like how it looked, so I was like, no, I'm not going to be able to use my standard size kits in here. I've got loads and loads of gorgeous journaling kits that I will be able to use in here, so I'm really looking forward to like decorating these. And I think these two together, they go really well. I'm getting my forward planning aspect by writing a like massive brain dump to do, forgetting where I was writing down what I was waiting on, and I keep going through my emails constantly to say, oh, what am I waiting on, what am I waiting on? So that is really, really helpful. Having my meal plan in here is more helpful because this will be open like every day, whereas in my weeks I go in at the end of the day or maybe the next day and backfill it in a little bit. And the YouTube schedule is nice again to see, because I always forget. I'm like, oh, what did I put up when, what's going up when? So having that there, this I'll probably use for deco or a mini like review. I've decided if I fill this, there's two options. I either go to the back and carry it on and then wait till the next week and just migrate what I haven't done forward and continue the to-do list, or I'm just going to go straight into the next week and just continue it down. One thing I did want to mention about this planner as well, this take a note one, which I think is amazing, is, so if we go to July, so if I put something in here, if I use this for YouTube schedules, for example, if I was to write a video on the 15th, on the side here, really, really pale, is page 152, page 156, page 160. So if I was to do something on, let's say the 13th, if I go to page 152, that's that week. That's that day. That's that week of the 13th on page 152. I mean, how cool is that? How cool is that? Like, it takes you from the monthly directly to your daily page. I wish other planners did that, because I think that is like a really cool thing to have. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. I want to do the rapid login, like the bullet journal method. I don't know if, I think this is going to be just things that I do in a day, that I do, not things that I want to do. If I think of something that I want to do, then it will go on here. And then obviously I do need to address like an overflow version of that. But in my notes, I've put, I can have an index here if I don't use the yearly overview here as an index. I can do it here. This is, if this is not in action, I can do my monthly resets in here. I can write down my YouTube ideas, my personal PR codes and orders. I really need to keep track of those, because I keep having to message the shop going, how much is that again? My subscriber PR codes, notes, purchases, brain dumps, projects, steps, commonplace, all of that hasn't really got a home now. But I was finding in the A5 cousin at the back where I was commonplacing, it was too much space. So I think this space here on these daily pages is going to be absolutely perfect for commonplacing. And what I'm probably going to do, because I think I'll do more commonplacing than other things, is I'll start from the back and I'll work my way in for the commonplacing, because the commonplacing is more like notes on like films I watch or things that I just want to work out quickly. And yeah, so I'll use the back, and then I think I might section off where the monthly resets will be in here, and then tab it up, and then tab up a section. So tab up the sections of what I want to use each of these things for. So I'm really, really looking forward to using these planners, especially this one. I don't know, there's just something about it I really, really like. And I've tried to use a weeks as a functional planner before, and it hasn't worked. But I'm kind of liking the layout. I know I could have drawn this layout in my Hobonichi weeks, because it's exactly the same size, but I didn't want to. The paper is a little bit thicker than the Hobonichi paper, and it's white, and it's a dream to write on. My Energel Cleaner, and I use 0.5, dries so much quicker in this than the other one. People have said it's taken longer for their stuff to dry because it sits on the paper. I haven't found that at all, and I've used the Cleaner, the Uniball one, I've used Sarasa Dry, like I've used quite a few planner pens in here, and I haven't had a problem with like how long they took to dry. I've done like a little pen test in the back here, so the only one that went through was the Sakura Micro Perm, and that's 0.5, and that was a thick pen, but the rest haven't really gone through. The Tombos are absolutely fine. I use the darkest colours, and that's, you know, no more than in the Hobonichi weeks. I think it's a little bit less than in the Hobonichi weeks, but yeah, like I just think this planner, I just think it's gorgeous to touch, absolutely gorgeous to touch. And I want to know what I'm doing every day, because if I don't fill this in, I just put main things in here. I don't put when I eat lunch. I don't put, you know, when I'm procrastinating and doing something else. Or like I'll put watching Strike Back and then collect food shop. But while I'm watching Strike Back, I'm also doing other things which I'm not writing in here. So this will be like the main things, and this will be what I use when I memory plan, because this is like the things that I've actually like things I've achieved, or the main things of the day. This is like a massive list of like, literally I put wake up, coffee, reply to comments, check Instagram DMs, make bed, teeth, skincare, watching take a note videos. While I was doing that, I was mapping out new planning system, and while I was watching those videos, I also started cooking a stew, and then I decorated a week, and then I did an Instagram post, and you see what I mean? I had a nice coffee. I wouldn't write peanuts for a snack. picking out tabs. I wouldn't write those things in this. One, because there's not enough space, and two, I just don't do it. But I want it. I want to see, because I'm getting really not sad at the end of the day, but when I look at this, I don't really feel like I'm achieving much, and especially on the days where I don't really write in it like that much. Like on Friday, all I've put is wake up and coffee, reply to comments. I had to re-edit a haul. I was staring at my planners for ages trying to figure out how to use them. I watched The Pope's Exorcist with Chris. I filmed a Paper Test Designs weekly planner and Willow's cup haul. So I filmed like the haul where I haul this, and that's it. Whereas I know I did a shit ton more on that day, and that when it comes to picking stuff out of here to doing my memory plan, I'm like, oh my god, I've got hardly anything. Whereas if I do this, I've got loads. And it's just the same as bullet journal, isn't it? And I just think, because I've got so many like gorgeous journaling kits now, I want to use them, guys. I want to use them, and these planners, they're just perfect for journaling kits like this. That's how I plan in here. Like, I use washi and journaling kits and things like that, and I love it. I just love how it looks. So yeah, that is my mid-year planner lineup. That's where we're going to go. I'm not sure like what I'm going to be filming. You're still going to get exactly the same videos as you've been getting. So you're getting the weeks, you're getting nostalgia, you're getting the memory planning, you're getting the little extras, hauls, things thrown in there. What I'll probably do, because there's not a lot of information that can go down on these when you're setting up, but I can do like a setup video of these, like different ways, because I was looking online for videos on this Paper Test Design Weekly, and there's hardly any. So I do want to film these. I do want to film different ways of decorating it, different ways of using it. I might back plan a little bit just to show some different ways of how to use it, because I think that would be really helpful. Again, there's not loads on the Take a Note planner either. So yeah, I mean, this also would be absolutely amazing as a journal. Just as a journal, you can have your little weekly, daily highlights here, and then journal in this rather than rapid login if you find the Hobonichi cousin too big. The thing is with the Hobonichi cousin with me on the journaling, I cover it in stickers, guys. I cover it in stickers. So really, I've only got this tiny little journaling space. I don't always do that. Like, there's quite a bit there. I mean, I am behind. So sometimes I do more journaling than others, but I love the fact that I can put like pictures and that in here. I love this. This is staying the same, not going nowhere. Absolutely obsessed with this. I did try and bring in the Wonderland 222 as a pure social media planner. I might in the background start filling it out as a social media planner, and I'll see where it goes from there. But at the minute, I'm happy with where things are in here. So that's it, guys. That is my mid-year planner lineup. I am so excited. Where are we? July. It's a Monday the 17th, so I do need to do a setup in here, and get to the 17th, I do need to do a setup in here, and obviously I need to do one in here as well. Where are we? So it'll be that page there. And yeah, and I also need to just do a setup in here, so you're going to get lots of setup videos coming your way. But yeah, that is my planner lineup for the rest of the year, and I'm not mad about it. I like that I've introduced these two new planners. I have tried the Sterling ink before. I didn't like it, so I haven't used it again. And so many planner companies are coming out with planners. I wanted to give them a go, and these two just massively caught my eye. And honestly, this is gorgeous. I've still got the TN size versions of this, and I am going to keep these because I do want to set up a standard size TN notebook for traveling and things like that. But yeah, that's it, guys. That is my mid-year planner lineup update. Don't forget, if you want to purchase this, be quick. First come, first served. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye.